But what I say about other fighters, when you gonna tell me you got no respect for Muhammad Ali, the greatest fighter of all time, man, you lost me right there. So that's your opinion. Well, that's my opinion. So you mad about my opinion? Okay. Sorry for you. But I don't want to talk about it. I'll fight about it.
Now, let me ask you this last question. There's so many fights that people can make and will say is the biggest fight in boxing.
So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody just because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood and stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out and stuff.
Do with no manhood.
Obviously, he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that
you the one talking that bull. Manhood. They got shit to do with no.
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says it's personal. He wants a street fight.
He want a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad.
You agree with me, Roy Jones? Roy Jones is in his prime. Man, like, fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Roy Jones Jr. are showing no signs of cooling off their ongoing feud. The tension between the two boxing legends escalated dramatically at a recent public event, where they got into a heated argument that quickly drew the attention of other top boxing professionals who had to step in to separate them. The confrontation shocked many, as few expected their social media spat to spill over into real life. What was once thought to be a brief exchange of words, online has evolved into a full-blown rivalry, with neither Mayweather nor Jones.
What do you think about Roy and Floyd going back and forth? I just talked to him. Floyd was really worked up. Roy was really worked up about it. What do you think, Andre?
They fighters, man.
Andre, we're going this way.
They fighters.
Isn't that the biggest fight in boxing today? Like, if that would have really happened, you think it could happen?
Watch out, Andre can still throw hands now. Don't mess with him like that.
They fighters, bro.
Roy say
beating the guys around him, who he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go.
Tensions soared when Roy Jones Jr. boldly hinted that he'd be willing to confront Floyd Mayweather in the ring or outside of it. The remark intensified the feud, prompting various figures in the boxing community to weigh in on the growing conflict. But Captain Hook seems nowhere near ready to make peace. In a clear display of defiance, Jones pointedly left Money Mayweather off his list of all-time top 5 boxers, a snub that didn't go unnoticed. "No, not in my book," Jones said confidently during an interview on Ring Champs with Ak and Barack. When asked if Mayweather made his top 5, he's maybe in the top 10, but not in the top 5.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez, because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
Jones Jr. made it clear that his criticism wasn't about Mayweather's talent, but rather the level of competition he faced. Only Canelo. That's it, he stated when the host brought up Miguel Cotto, who Mayweather defeated in 2012, shortly after his brief time in prison. Jones Jr. was quick to dismiss that example. Cotto was already done. He argued, is Cotto an all-time great? No, Cotto's an all-time great Puerto Rican fighter, but he's not an all-time great in the sport as a whole. To Jones, that fight simply didn't count as elite competition. That's not on your level, he said, reinforcing his stance that Mayweather's resume.
Jones versus Floyd Mayweather beef. Now, we all know Floyd was showing the videos of Roy Jones getting knocked the hell out. And I said, where the hell did this come from? Why he do him like that? Well, it stems from Roy. We all know, I don't say Roy talking.
You're sitting pretty. And I don't know if people realize this, Roy. Your first 50 fights, you didn't get beat. You got DQ'd. Had you been 50-0, would you have stopped?
After I won the heavyweight title and went back down and beat 12 that first time, I would stop right there. But it was in my DNA, it was in my inevitability.
This all seems to stem from Roy Jones Jr. and he isn't holding back. We all know I don't say Roy talking. Mayweather began, addressing the root of the tension. You sitting pretty. And I don't know if people realize this, Roy. First 50 fights, you didn't get beat, you got DQ'd. Had you been 50-0, would you have stopped after I won the title and went back down and beat 12 that first time? I would have stopped right there, but it was in my DNA. Turning to one of Mayweather's most lucrative and talked about fights, his 2015 showdown with 8-division champion Manny Pacquiao, Jones Jr. didn't mince words. The 56-year-old criticized Mayweather's timing.